Hello everyone, how's everybody? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. Let's get today's video session. Here we go. Yo! Yeah! How you guys doing? Rock your music on my channel. Although, as always, in today's session, we'll be covering quite a lot of systems. In this session, we're covering Sega Dreamcast, Sony Playstation 2, Nintendo GameCube, and Microsoft Xbox. Alright. These systems will be all covered. Okay? We will find out which one of these systems are really one of the best for video games. Which console is it for the best video games? Wow, that's the question. We don't care about the sales. I don't really care about any of that crap. People tend to buy wrong systems every time. Okay? You know, what happened with the Dreamcast was absolutely completely wrong. That should have sold more than expected because the amount of games they had. Was Dreamcast really the best games console really for video games? You'll soon find out. Um, the other thing is that you'll be seeing on my video, right? You'll be seeing a Panasonic Q. Okay? Basically, the main primary reason for making this video was the Panasonic Q games console. We already told you a lot about the Panasonic Q. Panasonic is the world's most attractive game console ever made. That's guaranteed, man. Yo! So yeah, Panasonic Q is the most attractive game console ever made, where it had a beautiful silver looking games console. It looks really, really beautiful. It had a blue LED LCD display with all the information that you usually get from DVD player when you bought discs, like countdowns, tracks, surround sound, whatever. It tells you on the display, man. There's a game, whatever. Yeah, it's all on there. And then below that, you had DVD buttons. The left had buttons, the right had buttons, and he had a mirror faceplate. Wherever you put front of it, you can actually see front of the console. And he had circles around with a blue LED light, 2 memory cards, and lot of stuff for your speakers and all that connected to a television at the back. This console was crazy, right? Panasonic Q was amazing. And the other thing about this machine was that He gave you a Panasonic game controller with it. Alright? You don't usually get the Nintendo one with it, you get the one made by Panasonic. Okay? And he gave you a dedicated DVD remote control. Wow. Proper DVD player remote control that you find with Panasonic DVD players, man. Yeah. You got a proper remote controller. This thing is absolutely incredible. You know what I like? The other thing I like about this thing is not only just by looking at the console, the actual box. The box stands out, man. It looks really nice. Some say there's not much going on the box. I don't totally agree with that. How isn't it? Because like the front is giving you uh, the actual game's console picture with the game controller and the duty remote. That looks good. Then the left is like a blue and right like a blue. But you know the back, it should have been something different. It should have had the Nintendo GameCube games at the back. Yeah, it should have had the GameCube games at the back, man. He should have done something like that. Rather than just, making the front and the back the same. I think he should have done that. He should have put some incredible Japanese games at the back. That puts a good name for Panasonic as well, doesn't it? Because everything on this system was emphasized of Panasonic. Because this, right, Nintendo went up to Panasonic to manufacture the system from them. Because Panasonic was the company only can make the system. Even Nintendo just put a DVD player, it wouldn't be a good games console. Not really. It would not be. It probably would have just looked the same as a cube. Then the they probably would have been another drive to just play DVD movies. But Panasonic was a man, or company should we say, who had it absolutely everything accurate on the system. They manufactured in a way that it was a state-of-the-art device. But making it like that became really expensive. And people didn't want to pay for the system because too much money. Because far too much. It wasn't just expensive than Nintendo GameCube. It was expensive than the two Nintendo competitors as well. That's the whole problem with the system was just too much. But overall, anybody buying the system even in 2020, it stands out. If you got the money, buy it. Back in the time, it was a £499.99 games console. We're not talking about nothing much. Originally, when you just buy the machine, it cost that much. You know what? Obviously, it's gotten rare now. It costs, you know how much it costs now? If you want a proper system with the box, the inlay contents with plastic bags, everything in there with manuals, everything included. You know how much it's gonna cost? £1,000. 1,000 blows my mind away. £1,000 to buy a Panasonic Q games console. Is anybody ready to pay an amount like that? Who knows? Some people will. If you're really crazy of the looks of the system and you want to play some Nintendo game games, don't get me wrong, some games on Nintendo GameCube in Japanese are better in the UK. They perform a lot better in Japanese than the UK US games. They do. And they have a bit more games that you wouldn't find in the other regions. So they do have a bit more games on there to play. This system was so incredible. You should take a look at this machine, man. You will keep on gazing at it for hours and hours, or minutes, or minutes. Every time you're gonna leave your house, you're gonna look at it first. You're gonna go, Oh, look at engaging your Panasonic queue, and then you're gonna go out the door. Every time you look at it, it does that here. How do Nintendo GameCube stand against machines like Dreamcast, PS2, and Xbox? You're soon gonna find out. Because I'm focusing this video on the Panasonic games console. The reason for that is because, in my opinion, Panasonic Q games console is one of the best and the greatest feature packed multimedia and the most attractive game console ever made. Alright? I'll give you my votes to Panasonic. You'll never ever get a games console like this. No chance. But we need to see how does it compare to these consoles I just mentioned. Let's find out. So the first one we're going to be looking at is Sega Dreamcast. Is Sega Dreamcast pretty good or not? Let's find out. Okay. Alien Front Online. So Alien Front Online has nice graphics and gameplay. It was a game that you're using an alien and this military thing in this game. So you choose which one you want to play with. You'll choose their vehicles. This is a really good action game, but I don't know if it can last very long. It can get really boring because you just keep on doing the same thing over and over again, just blasting things away, aren't you? Really. Capcom versus SNK. Capcom versus SNK 2. This is a great party game. It's not one of the most recent game. The recent game came on another console, okay? But still, this game is pretty good. One of the best one was Capcom vs SNK 2, where the other one you have to do a lot of things in there to unlock things in Capcom vs SNK 1. So this is a really good fighting game. You do check it out. Chaos Build, a very good arcade shooter. Very difficult game. It looks very extraordinary, stunning graphics and gameplay. You're using this kind of wind thing like it's like wind wipers thing like the car thing, and it gets your bullets away. Some of the bullets will go away and some of them won't. You have to keep on shooting and keep on using that wind wiper thing. It's a really tough game though. But yeah, it's a really good title by the way. Dead Alive 2 has my vote as being the best version of Dead Alive 2's game. Much better than the Sony Playstation 2 game with sharper graphics, better looking graphics, very smooth gameplay, some extra parts to the game. Yeah, check this game out. A great 3D. Ah, really good. Ferrari F355 Challenge. It originally came on this system. A great Ferrari game. I still think is one of the best, but you gotta be good to master this game. You have to master the game properly, otherwise you're not gonna be able to play this game. This is a real Ferrari driving gaming experience where you're on a cockpit view. You get a steering wheel. It's like you're really sitting in the driver's seat and you're driving a Ferrari car. Check this game out. Looks absolutely amazing. The graphics, even the cockpit view. Yu Suzuki put a lot of detail in the graphics, so it looks amazing as you're playing this game in this kind of view. So check it out. Fighting Vipers 2 does not really improve on the original Sega Saturn game, I would say. Not really. But the game is still there. It's good. It's probably not exciting as the original game, but it's got better graphics. Still the speed's there. Yeah, I would still recommend the original Saturn game, but still, this is still good. They still release this game. I think they should have made the game a little bit better rather than just making the game a bit disappointing. Godzilla Generations Maximum Impact 2. So the game is in 3D graphics. The graphics do look quite good. The gameplay is still quite good. You can't take a control of Godzilla in 3D world yourself. He's walking automatically like 180 degree, like from the front. Whatever he sees, he targets it. He's got a blue flame, red flame. When he charges it, he blasts him away. Good boss battles. It's a very enjoyable game, by the way. So do check this game out. Giga Wing and Giga Wing 2 is a great arcade shooter. It plays really well. I did like this game a lot, Giga Wing. The original one was really good, and I thought the sequel was good as well. Some people think it wasn't. I think there was nothing wrong with it. They both are great games. Check both these games out. This game from Capcom is a arcade shooter blast. Check it out. House of the Dead 2. Maybe House of the Dead 2 might be a great game. Okay, but Virtua Cop 2 is probably one of the best gun games. But House of the Dead 2 does improve from the original Saturn game. So this game is a total winner. House of Dead 2 definitely is the one you should play on Sega Dreamcast, and it's definitely better than the original game. Excellent graphics, very good gameplay, a lot of modes, very good music to the game. This is a game that you should own. Get it now. Ikaruga? Wow, what can we say about this game? Ikaruga is a great game. A great arcade shooter with good graphics and good gameplay. This game is a blast from start to finish. It's an arcade shooter. Treasure has done a really good job on this game. It's got stunning graphics and gameplay, man. You can't go wrong with this game. Trust me, check this game out and buy it now. Maken X is a Japanese style game. There's this woman, she's got like a sword. It's in a first person view game. It's really good, man. She got block and do all sorts of defense moves. She's got a sword. This game is pretty good. I will definitely take a look at this game. Do get this game. Buy this game now. Metropolis Street Racer. If you guys didn't know, Metropolis Street Racer came on other platforms, but they changed their name. This game came on the Microsoft Xbox. It was called Project Gotham Racing. What a weird name. What a stupid name, I would say. That game was not good as this. Nope. In my opinion, this is one of the most amazing game you ever play. Alright? This game plays really well. It's still a very good game. It beats many driving games that you ever play, especially on Dreamcast anyway. It's one of the finest games on Dreamcast. Yeah. So check this game out. It's got a lot of realistic looking graphics, very good gameplay, a lot of camera views, so much options, good music in the game, a lot of cars and tracks. Check it out, man. Very good game. Plasma Sword is a fighting game. It's like a 3D fighting game. It's not very smooth in 3D. It's going, he's doing stuff like that. It's like a step 3D thing. Not probably one of the greatest 3D movements, I would say. But this game is very, very good. It plays really, really well. To be honest, it does a good job. You really gotta get into this game. If you're not a huge fan of Star Gladiators, that's what this game really is. I don't know why they changed the name. I think this game is Star Gladiator 2, But the game on Dreamcast is called Plasma Sword. It's got really good graphics, gameplay, and very good characters to the game. And Goldstein is a villain in this game. A very epic battle. Very stunning looking backgrounds in this game. Looks really nice. Check this game out. I think this game is worth it. It plays really well. Check it out. Power Stone and Power Stone 2. The Both of the games got good graphics and gameplay. In the first game, you got a very good one-player game, but the Power Stone 2 is got a multiplayer game in there, and it's a four-player game. So that makes it a very exciting game. Power Stone 2. Power Stone 2 is like they're like humans first. Well, they are just humans still, isn't it? They're fighting like guys. Those are boys and girls in this game. Men and girls, whatever you want to call it. They're all really good fights in it. This game is proper 3D. You're running around 3D, fight the guys, pick up boxes, throw them on there, pick up sticks, hit them with it, pick up guns, shoot them with it. There's all sorts of wicked stuff like that in this game. Even when they get close to a pole, they spin around it, they go whoo, 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 whoosh, and they kick you away with it. Really good stuff. And even when they climb up on the top, they go tsh, 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 tsh. Really impressive game. It plays really, really well. So yeah, Power Stone there. A great looking game. Check it out. Res is a stunning looking and music extravaganza with good graphics and gameplay. This game has like absolutely incredible music tracks. Yeah, it's made by the same guy who gave you Sega Rally. Okay, this same guy made this game. So this game is really, really impressive. Each time you shoot in this game, you got music beats. You know the beats you go ta 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 ta. It's got all the kind of beats. It's not like shooting sounds. It's like musical instruments. Every time you're doing something, that's just really incredible, isn't it? Yeah, check this game out. Very good stages. A very enjoyable game. Shenmue and Shenmue II. Both of these games are action, adventure, RPG kind of game. Fighting. There's loads of stuff in this game. A good story where original game. It starts off the story. Gro Hazuki is taking his father's revenge because Landy has actually killed his father. The starter of the game, and the whole game is all about revenge, and also has some good graphics gameplay. And the second one, Shenmue 2, improves on the hugely detailed graphics and much better games. Much better games. Much better game with hugely detailed graphics, far better gameplay, better martial arts, command moves, very enjoyable sceneries in this. The commands are really much better. There's so much variety to this game. Much better music, man. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Very nice. Epic stuff. Very good game. Check it out. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Great looking 3D platformer. I don't know if it's one of the best 3D platformers you'll play from that kind of era. You know, when these consoles came out. How does it fare to the Mario games? You'll soon find out when we compare it to GameCube games. What we're going to be doing from there. And yeah, it's a great platformer. in the first one you have to play all around the characters. When you played all the characters, when you completed them, then you get to fight Chaos. Then Sonic turns to Super Sonic to calm him down and stuff like that. A very good game. In Sonic 2, it's more exciting, more stages, more detailed graphics, good gameplay. It's playing all the characters automatically. Uh, Sonic's really good in this game. He's got really amazing stages. Knuckles a treasure hunter where he has to find the emeralds. Yeah, so check this game out. They're both really good platforms, by the way. Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur is one of the best fighting games on Sega Dreamcast. Probably not the best Soul Calibur game from that era, as I would say, but it's a still good fighting game for the times of Sega Dreamcast. Stunning looking backgrounds, good gameplay, very good swordplay fighting, excellent characters, stages, lot of modes, lot of unlockables with galleries and all that. Yeah, the mission modes, the more you play, you get more missions in this game. So yeah, do check this game out. It's one of the best fighting game on Dreamcast. Street Fighter Alpha 3, I don't need to give any introduction about this game. It's a great fighting game with a lot of modes, good graphics and gameplay. Yeah, I think you probably got all guys know what Street Fighter Alpha 3 is anyway. Street Fighter Third Strike, it's has one of the best graphics and gameplay. Looks a really great game. It's got characters like Urian and Gil as boss characters. So do check this game out. It's really good. Sturmwind is an action shooter. Yeah, Sturmwind is an action shooter where it's one of the quite a recent game. Don't know what year it was released in. It's a really good uh, action shooter game, arcade shooter I would say. Very good graphics, good gameplay. This game is worth every penny. Check it out. Tokyo Challenge 2. The first game showed photorealistic graphics, looked really good in driving and all that. Tokyo Challenge 2 improved on that with more photorealistic graphics, looked really good. It looks really impressive. I do like the second one more than the first one. You choose the routes, which way you're gonna go. Looks more realistic. Very good gameplay and graphics. Check it out. Trickstyle was a very good racing game with stunning looking graphics and gameplay. So these characters are really good in this game. They're, they're on skateboards, they're hovering their boards. The hovering board is really good action in this game. You can see all the special effects coming from the boards and all that stuff. It's a really exciting thing to look at. Not a normal thing. It looks really impressive. You need to check this game out now. Yeah. Trizeal is another arcade style shooter. Good graphics, good gameplay. It's one of them titles where it's got a lot of variety to the title. Yeah, it's very unique to the Dreamcast shooter classic collection. So do check this out. Under Defeat plays a little bit different where you got this kind of views. Uh, if you press fire, it will stay in that view. But if you keep on moving it without fire, it gives you like different views of the vehicle. So whatever view you want to stand, you leave it like that. Then you quickly press fire, and it keeps a hold of that view, just like that. It wouldn't change it whatsoever. So it'll keep in view when you press fire on it. This game has stunning graphics and gameplay. This is a game to record for, so it's very good. Under Defeat, Sega Dreamcast game now. Vanishing Point has my vote as being the best Vanishing Point version on a games console. Great looking graphics, good gameplay, very difficult looking game. You gotta be well focused on the car. Do not bang into any cars because they'll bang into the walls and all that. and he stops you and your car like spins around and you spoil your gameplay. You need to play this game really fast, high speeds. This game is really impressive. If you like difficult games, you will like this game. If you are full control of the car you're driving, you have to be well focused on your driving. Do not do left right too much, bang on the walls, and get too close to other cars. You might get into them and you might just get crashed. So don't do anything like that. Great looking driver game to get it down. Virtua Fighter 3 TB has great graphics, good gameplay. Does not improve from the original Saturn game in my opinion, because the Saturn game was a more like a high quality game. Even we had a great stage with Duro, which was the stage was underwater and you're slow motion. That was epic stuff. But in this one, the Duro fight is just really basic. He's fighting away, and that's it. I mean, it doesn't impress you in any way. It is a high quality game. I don't really think it really improves from the original Sega Sam game called Virtua Fighter 2. That game was actually better than this one, but still, this game is there for you. So check it out. Virtua Tennis and Virtua Tennis 2K2. Both of Virtua Tennis got good graphics and gameplay. The first game, it's got some good real life players, characters in there, good stages. And in the second one, Virtual Tennis 2K2, whatever they call it, it's got men and women in it, and stuff like that. It's got characters like, I think her name is Serena Williams. She's an amazing tennis player, one of the women players. She's actually in this game, so do check her out. Hoot you. Yeah, she's amazing. This tennis game is very impressive. Play this game and play the first one, then play the second one. Get them both now. Alright? Zero Color 2 is by far the Sega Dreamcast best arcade shooter. By far. Is one of the best shooters on the system. Check this game out 100%. It's stunning backgrounds, stunning graphics, good gameplay. This game is like that as well, where you take control of this helicopter and then whatever view you choose, it will stay in that view. The helicopter rotates in 360 degrees, It does that. You have to see where the vehicle is, your enemies, because your enemy can go all part of the 3D stages in this game. If they go up, you have to turn that way. You have to press a button to turn that way, and whatever view you choose, where you think the position is right, you press fire and you will hold in that position and you will fire away. It just moves a little bit left to right, but really it just holds in that position and it will fire away. You have to keep on moving in a lot of different directions to play this game. It is very difficult to do that, but you have to get used to that kind of thing. But I really think this thing is really incredible. It's never been in a shooting game. Okay. Yeah. It's never been in a shooting game where you're spinning around in all 360 degrees to fire your enemies and boss battles in this game. It's really epic stuff. It's one of the finest Sega Dreamcast shooters. Do check this game out. So yeah, that's about it with Sega Dreamcast. Now we will move on to Sony Playstation 2. How does Sony Playstation 2 fare to Sega Dreamcast games? Let's check this out. Alright. In my opinion, there aren't that many great Sony PlayStation 2 games. There were just quantity games coming from PC on this machine, really. Or they were just boring titles. They were just keep on releasing so many titles. Sony was desperate to just win this game. They were just releasing any crap on this system. Believe me on that. This is the collection of games I've chose, and by far these are probably one of the best games on the system. Alright. Bloody Roar 3 is a very nice 3D fighter. It improves over the original Sony Playstation games Bloody Roar and Bloody Roar 2. Bloody Roar 3 is absolutely incredible looking, stunning graphics and very good gameplay. Moves in very well in 3D, man. Total carnage this game is, where these fires are humans, then they turn into beast forms. The human fighters fight like in a human way. The beast characters fight in beast go cha 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 cha. This is really really epic stuff. Bloody Roar 3 is a very good game. If you're really into this kind of game, then you're gonna enjoy this game. Otherwise, if you're not into this human and beast mode kind of battles, you probably won't enjoy this game. Devil May Cry. This is a great looking game with good graphics and good gameplay. A super stylish game. It's using Godzilla, and then he's got a sword and he's going and all sorts of action like that. It was critically acclaimed as a super stylish game. If you're really into survival horror, then you're really gonna enjoy this game. If you're not into all these super stylish and this sword play in this game, then it's entirely up to you guys out there what you really think of this game. I wouldn't really say this is a better game than Shenmue. I wouldn't think that. I don't think it is. It is super stylish. It's great fun, yeah. But Shenmue is like a real life adventure, isn't it? This is just like a made up story. There's nothing like real life in this game. It's still a great game, so yeah, there you have it. Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X2. I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy games that much, to be honest. There's no point asking me about much about Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy X, it's good, it's exciting with stunning graphics and good gameplay, yeah. It's still a RPG game where he's just standing, just doing that. Can't move and fight in this. It's still like the original PlayStation game, and it doesn't really improve from the gameplay mechanisms. Still, you have to stand and fight. I didn't like the idea in the original Final Fantasy. It's still there in this game. I don't know why it's still there. Even Final Fantasy X2, it's got all like women characters and stuff like that. I find that very, I don't know, not very entertaining really. Final Fantasy X2 with women characters. Goodness sake, what's all that? I found this game really very disappointing to the first one. I was very disappointed looking at it. I go, what? What the hell is this? I didn't like it that much, this game. I think the Final Fantasy X1 was better than X2. I didn't like the adventure in this game. I found it really, really boring. It's still following the same concept, standing where the girls are using guns, stuff like that. It's not good as the first game, I wouldn't think so, but there you have it. Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo 4. Gran Turismo 3 does not improve much from the original PlayStation game called Gran Turismo 2. Sony Playstation, if you heard of that one. It doesn't improve, it just got the same kind of modes. Only is that it's got better graphics and just smoother gameplay, and it's faster on it. So I think the only version that improves on Sony PlayStation 2 is Gran Turismo 4, which is really difficult game, man. I couldn't get much excitement from this game. Maybe you guys could. I didn't enjoy it that much. It's too difficult to play this game is. Even when you're driving in arcade style, the cars are really hard to beat. It's a very tough game to play, and the licenses are really tough in this game, man. You really can't get far in this game, man. So I don't know. It's not really a game for me, man. Don't know about you guys. So yeah, they got Gran Turismo 4 is still one of the best driving game on the Sony Playstation 2. I don't know if it's the best driving game. I doubt that it is. For me, it's not. Okay, Jack and Daxter. Yeah, it's a Western 3D platform with good graphics and good gameplay. It's a good game, okay? A good game, but it doesn't have all that kind of style of gameplay. He's just moving around in 3D. He's just punching and doing stuff like that. He doesn't do more than that. I prefer my characters to jump on the characters like Mario and Sonic. He doesn't do any of that. I don't find the game very appealing to Sonic and Mario games and stuff like that. It's still a good platform game for Sony PS2. Maybe it's one of the best Sony PS2 platform games. Yeah, it definitely is. It's one of the best platform games that Sony PlayStation 2 owns anyway. But not the one of the greatest platform games you'll ever play. King of Fighters Max well yeah, King of Fighters Maximum Impact and King of Fighters Maximum Impact 2. The first game is really good with good graphics and good gameplay. The second one has more characters, more variety, more modes to the game, and better 3D. It looks more exciting to play. Yeah. So, how does this compare to the other King of Fighters games? It is a 3D fighter, by the way. Yeah, it is 3D. Does it look better than the normal 2D fighters? Um, it's hard to say. I don't know what to say about this game. I really think it's a really good game in 3D. It looks really good. You can't say it's actually better than them. You can't say that. It does just play like that 2D fighter style, but I do like the 3D sense. Because when the fighters try and punch you, you can move in 3D and escape the move. I would say it's one of the best King of Fighters games out there. Yeah, pretty good. Unless there is King of Fighters Max Impact 3. I'll be looking forward to that. This game is still very exciting. Okay. Ridge Racer 5. I don't know what to say about this game. Does it really have the best graphics? No. Ridge Racer Type 4 had the best graphics and stages. Gameplay? The gameplay is good as Ridge Racer Type 4. It probably wins in that department. But I don't think the graphics and the stages are one of the best. No. The music tracks of Ridge Racer 5 are one of the best of any Ridge Racer game, in my opinion. Definitely. I don't know. It's a bit confusing which game would be better, Ridge Racer Type 4 or Ridge Racer 5. I would say Ridge Racer Type 4 is a better game than Ridge Racer 5. Ridge Racer 5 doesn't look that great to me. It's a still very good at driving game. It does look like still a real Ridge Racer game. It's still very good. Plays really well. So there you have it. Soul Calibur 3. Right. Soul Calibur 3 might be the best Soul Calibur game in the series when we compare to 1, 2, 3. But it's still not the best Soul Calibur game. It just can't be. When we look at Dreamcast, GameCube, PlayStation 2, whatever. it still can't be the best Soul Calibur game. We will explain that a bit later on. This is still one of the best Soul Calibur games, we will say, with extra characters. You know, the new characters, they don't look that good in it. They're pretty boring, I would say. But there's lots of good graphics and gameplay, and there's a better mission mode in this game. But the characters, I don't know, man, they just don't look that good. I don't like the new characters in this game. All of the new characters just flipping boring, man. Yeah, they're kind of boring. It's just like the old characters in it. So yeah, there you go. Soul Calibur 3. There you have it. Tekken 4, Tekken 5. Tekken 4 had a really good cutscene. Okay, and a very good graphics and good gameplay in this game. It was a very, very good game over Tekken 3 on the original PlayStation game. It's a much better game than that. Tekken 4 is. Don't think it is. It actually is. It's a far better game than that. But the best fighting game on Sony PlayStation 2 will be Tekken 5. Alright? Tekken 5 will be the best fighting game. But in my opinion, Tekken 5 is not one of the best fighting games. You know, very surprised I said that. It just isn't. It's a still good fighting game. I think for Sony PlayStation 2, this must be the best fighting game on the system. It can only be the best fighting game just for PlayStation 2. Let me explain. Because Sega Dreamcast has Power Stone 2 and Soul Calibur, and Nintendo GameCube has Super Smash Bros. Melee and Soul Calibur 2. So see, Tekken 5 is not good as them fighting games. Afraid not. Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. Right. So this game has really good graphics, good gameplay. It's a better game than Virtua Fighter 4. It's like a mission mode where you get to go fight different things. The game is longer, it's more epic and all stuff. But the problem in this game is suffers from the 3D movement, which I didn't like this game. It's really funny, man, the way it moves. Looks like the game engine is not very supportive for the Sony PlayStation 2. It's not very good on the PlayStation 2, this game is. But the actual game is very, very good. Okay? It's really good. But the Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution is better than Tekken 4. Is it better than Tekken 5? Probably not. Tekken 5 is a better game than Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, okay? It's a better game than this. But still, Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution is a very, very epic fighting game. It plays really well. It's really, really good fighting game. Don't think it is. Still check this game out. It plays really well. Zone of the Enders. This game is really, really good. Zone of the Enders, right, is a very nice action shooter with this young boy. He sits in a mech and he rides his robot. It's a really, really good game. It plays really well. And I do find this game is very, very exciting game. So this is Sony PlayStation 2. There's not much very epic games on Sony PlayStation 2, in my opinion. It was just overhyped. I don't find it very exciting. We're gonna go this few in the end. So let's go to the next games system, which is, we are going in a lineup the way they was released. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't point out one thing. Sega Dreamcast, right, was released in 1998. Alright. Sony Playstation 2 was released in 2000. Nintendo GameCube 2001. Microsoft Xbox 2003. Alright. They were released in that kind of lineup. The systems are. So now you know what the lineup is. So the next system is Nintendo GameCube. It's the next system in the lineup. How does this system really fare? Is it that amazing or is it just a gimmick? Is Nintendo GameCube really that good? So we are talking Panasonic Q games console. Does it stand a chance against Dreamcast, PlayStation 2, Xbox? Here we go. Bionicle Heroes. This is a great action game where these guys are like made of like this kind of gears and all that. Good graphics and gameplay. Really good game. They start building these things. They're going to they start getting you're collecting all these gears and they're building all these kind of gates. They put gears inside of these doors or whatever they're called. When you make a 4 gear, he opens the doors. Okay, this is Bionicle Heroes is one of the best versions on this system. In my opinion, it definitely is. I don't want to comment on the other platforms. If you're a big fan of Bionicle Heroes, get it on the Nintendo GameCube, man, because it plays really, really well. Nintendo GameCube, by the way, had really good, powerful hardware. I think, in my opinion, Nintendo GameCube had the best hardware. That's why some of the games it delivered, they were really state-of-the-art games. Trust me, they are. You're gonna find out as I go along. Bloody Raw Primal Fury. Okay, it might be not one of the best games in the series, but you know what this game actually shows you? It shows you what the Nintendo GameCube hardware can do to this game. The game had really good graphics, man. Very impressive gameplay. Not only that, very smooth, fluid gameplay, very fast. If you look at the speed going shock, 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 it was totally turbocharged. Look at the graphics and the speed of Nintendo GameCube. Bloody Raw Primal Fury, man, did a good job of this. If you are a sense of that, you probably might think this Bloody Raw is the best game in the series then. If you want all that. It had a lot of characters in it. A lot of characters. This game still is tops in terms of a 3D fight. It's a 3D fight. The 3D fight, the movements on the 3D, man, it's awesome. Yoga style. Really good. Very good. Whoa, 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 two. Tia, tia. The way he does that, you could tell the speeds are really fast in this game. Check this game out. It's very good. Get this game now. Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex. The home of platformers Nintendo GameCube is. How can you ignore this game? Maybe this Crash Bandicoot is not one of the best platform games for Crash Bandicoot series. I like the original Sony Playstation Crash Bandicoot, which is 1, 2, and 3, which they kept improving. This game, right, does have good graphics and good gameplay, but the stages, the gameplay in this game, yeah, tends to get boring, man. It doesn't have the best of level designs and gameplay in this game. It just doesn't have all that. I wouldn't really say this is one of the best Crash Bandicoot games. No, it isn't. Crash Bandicoot 3 has my vote as having one of the best game in the series. Definitely. So this game is still really good. Check it out if you want to see one of the new Crash Bandicoot games. The other codex. Check it out. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Graphics. Gameplay, man. Wow. You're riding this kind of big and kind of rhinoceros, man, and you're holding his horn, you're going dum 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 dum, whoa, whoa, whoa. This game is tops in platforming action, man. Donkey Kong. You can't go wrong with this game. If you are really good with Donkey Kong games, man, play this flipping game. This game is absolutely spectacular for a Donkey Kong game. In my opinion, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is one of the best platformers for a Donkey Kong game. Definitely. Check this game out. It's a blast from start to finish. Very good platforming action. Excellent stuff. F-Zero GX. Sega and a Nintendo game. This is one of the best racing game you will ever play. Oh my gosh. We're talking about GameCube hardware here. This game had one of the best gaming graphics, man. Maybe on a Nintendo GameCube. Not joking, man. It's too good. Too good to be true, man. Amazing graphics. Good gameplay. You know what you got in this game? You are not gonna believe this. One of the fastest gameplay I have ever seen in the era, man. Wow. You will never ever see anything like it. Captain Falco, you've done it this time. This is a Nintendo GameCube racer to reckon force with. Stunning looking stages, good level design, very good characters, mean ones, good ones, everything's in there. Good sense of spacious sky for a futuristic racer. It has it all. Tops, man, tops. Best Nintendo GameCube game ever, man. Check it out, man. Buy this game now. Mario Kart Double Dash. Double Dash? Good graphics gameplay. Definitely. The gameplay, how this works. Why is it good gameplay, this game? One guy's a driver. One guy is like throwing the power-ups. Can you see why is it called Double Dash? There's two guys on one cart. One's the driver, one's the guy who throws power-ups. This has amazing stages, man, from start to finish. Very epic driving experience. Some say this is one of the best racing game and even the best Mario Kart game. I'll leave that to you guys to decide. Mario Kart has always been one of the best driving games. Even it's not like cars or sports cars, they're driving just carts. It doesn't matter. It's still kind of like cars, isn't it? Carts kind of thing. It's still a driving experience. It's still one of the best driving games you'll ever play. It's just one of the most exciting games you get in a video game industry, man. It's that special Mario Kart games are. Don't ignore this game, man. Get this game and get excited by it from start to finish. Epic driving game Mario Kart Double Dash. Get it now. Right. Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime has changed from the original games we got from NES and Super Nintendo. Now this is a first-person shooter on Nintendo GameCube. Amazing graphics, man, to start off with, and epic gameplay with Samus. You know what? This is a incredible looking game. Okay? Some people would say that Super Nintendo version is the best. For me, no. I don't think so. This one is the best. Because it's an FPS shooter, man. It's a different kind of experience as well, isn't it? And this game challenges the FPS shooter games. It's a really, really exciting game from start to finish. There's nothing wrong with this game. It's really good. We're gonna go move on to the next one. Metro Prime 2 Echoes. This game has a really incredible cutscene, and what it does in this one, there's proper top villains in this title. The villains are really, really smart and clever. You need to see and focus how to attack these guys in this. It's a really impressive piece of game this is. Metro Prime 2 Echoes, stunning graphics and gameplay. It's the best FPS shooter on Nintendo GameCube. You cannot go wrong with this title. Please check this game out. Don't ignore it. You're missing one game from the video game industry. Okay, so do get it now. Soul Calibur 2. What is special about this game that you didn't get in Soul Calibur 1, 2, 3 from the same era? What in this game, right? First of all, it's got very good graphics, good gameplay, swordplay, fighting, smooth 3D, man. Everything to graphics, smooth 3D. It plays absolutely amazing. In this game, you got Link from the Zelda games. Yeah, Zelda music. This guy, Link, from Zelda games. Oh yeah! He's absolutely amazing. He throws bombs, shoots arrows. He's swordplay in this game. Oh yeah! Really good. It's an epic fighting game with Link. This game is. It sets all of the Soul Calibur games in this era of Nintendo GameCube what we had. Nobody can touch this version. It's one of the best versions of the game. It's not only just about Link. We got Link as a bonus character. We got his stage. We got Link in there, and we got a quality game in this. So yeah, one of the best versions of Soul Calibur in the series. Check it out by now. Star Fox Assault. Made by Namco. Unusual, isn't it? How does it fare to the N64 version? Do you know the flight sim action that we got in Nintendo 64? It's in this game as well. But in this game, it looks far better than N64. It does. But in Star Fox Assault, you got first of all, you got very good graphics, very good gameplay. But the gameplay in this game is very different. He's using the flight sim action that you would get in Isle of Wars. He walks in 3D platforming, shoots with guns. He rides all sorts of vehicles like tanks and all that. This game's wicked, man. It's flipping wicked. You gotta check this game out. The missions are really good. And all the villains that were in Isle of Wars, they're in this game. Everything in this game is really exciting. It has my vote as being one of the best Star Fox games. Star Fox Assault. A very finest game in the Star Fox series. Get it now. Pac-Man World Pac-Man World 3. A great 3D platformer which you can't go wrong with. Okay? It's probably not the best platform game on Nintendo GameCube, but it still does a good job of a good 3D platform by Pac-Man. It's really good fun. He gets teleported by this guy and all that. He puts him into these weird stages and then he's exploring. He's trying to come out of there. And yeah, the world's in a threat and stuff like that. A very good platform game on Namco. Check it out. Right, there's quite a lot of Sonic games on GameCube. Okay. Instead of releasing Sonic Adventure, we got Sonic Adventure DX, the director's cut. Very good graphics and gameplay. What does he do for the graphics in this game? He makes it look more brighter and he makes it look the resolution look more impressive in this game. And top of that, though the game is same like the other, like the Dreamcast one, but it gives you mission modes, right? And more you play, you will unlock Sega Game Gear games in this. It unlocks Sega Game Gear games. So this game is really good. And the next one they released was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Good graphics, good gameplay. Game is same like Sonic Adventure 2. The main game is the same. But what they done in this game, it gives you extra characters for the multiplayer mode in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. This is a different thing about Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So that's a very good game to the first one. And then another game they will release is Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes is one of them games like with very good graphics, very good gameplay. This game is nothing like Sonic Adventure games. You got 3 characters in each team. In the Sonic team, you got Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails. Each team's got their different characters. What this game does, right? You got 3 characters running together. You might think, does it actually work? It does. They all work, they run together. And they keep on using dialogues. They keep on speaking in it. And Sonic keeps on saying, we are going top of there. And then Knuckles goes, we are not going there, are we? Yes, we are. Then Sonic will say something like that. And stuff like that. It's really, really good game this is. And then Knuckles will say, what a wild rush. And he uses these kind of dialogues in this game. It's really good. So what does the 3 characters actually do? What they actually do, each character, right, has their own thing to do. Sonic is speed, Knuckles is power, Tails is fly. You have to use the right character at the right time. If you use the wrong character, you die in the game. It's simple as that. You know when they like shooting cannons? If it says blue, you're supposed to use Sonic then. If you use Knuckles or Tails, you probably can die. The game actually uses that. You gotta know what you're doing in this game. You gotta use the right character to this. There's a circle, there's a circle there, right? Which got a fan. What happens there? All of these three characters, right? There you have to use Knuckles, and then on that fan, Knuckles will go up and it will go fly up in the air. That's an example of what this game does. It's stuff like that. And the other thing about speed, when I mentioned Sonic's speed, let's talk about speed. Speed means running fast. Choo, choo, choo. Okay? Power means breaking things, where Knuckles punches them. Tails is fly. He flies up to sections where he takes them up into huge heights. And he takes them up to there, where Sonic and Knuckles can't do that. So the game does all sorts of things like that. This game is very, very exciting. It's really, really good. So check it out. Buy all 3 Sonic games now. Zelda Wind Waker. This is by far the best Zelda game on Nintendo GameCube. It has very good graphics and gameplay. In some battles, right, Link doesn't have a sword. He has to use a shield to block, to take the weapon of the villains. What happens when they will whack onto the shield, the weapon will drop. They will do that 2-3 times. He has to keep on doing that 2-3 times. Link has to do that. When the weapon drops, you quickly pick it up. And wow, you got the weapon, then you and then you can beat him up properly. Okay? The game does stuff like that. If you don't pick up the weapon in time, the villain will pick up his weapon again and strike you with it. Very quality game, Zelda Wind Waker. It's a cel-shaded graphics, by the way. They do look really nice. Link in this game is tops. Has my vote as being the best RPG game and the best Zelda game. Wind Waker on Nintendo GameCube. Okay, now. Luigi Mansion. Luigi Mansion has very amazing graphics, very good gameplay. There's this scene where there's this like a cot, keeps it moving left and right, like it cuts over babies, isn't it? And there's a baby sleeping in there, and Luigi actually goes and wakes it up. The baby's really angry. He goes like, "You're not playing with me," and saying stuff like that. Then baby's really angry because his dad said, "Now, you're not playing with me." The baby starts attacking Luigi. And then Luigi actually does a boss battle with his baby because wow, doing these silly things on it. So Luigi's got this Hoover. He gets all of these enemies into this Hoover one by one. Then there's this old guy. He wants his help. He goes, help me out and sort this whole problem out. You see Mario is kidnapped by the enemies and Luigi has to rescue him. He has to get the keys to open the doors. There's all sorts of things happening in this game. It's a really, really good game, this is. Luigi Mansion is tops on Nintendo GameCube. So check it out. Shadow the Hedgehog. This is a top game with good graphics and gameplay. A lot of people are very confused and frustrated with this game. In this game, you have to follow hero and dark missions. First, you have to know how to play the hero missions and all that. Okay? Whatever missions they start you with, you gotta complete the games, complete the game with the hero mission, whatever it is. I think it's a dark missions first or something like that. You have to complete it with them first, and then when you complete it, it looks like you complete the game because it starts showing you credits. The game's tricky because if you look at it, the game is saved, right? And it won't say continue there anymore. You have to keep on starting a new game. It does that. When it does that, you continue from your previous game. It does that from the left side. Because every time shadows, when it selects level, is all from the left side. You're going from left to right. It's doing this kind of stuff in this game. You have to complete each mission mode, each mode completely. You have to get to from start to finish. And once you do that, then you go to the next missions. Like if you complete the dark one completely, then you have to complete the hero one. The game's actually like that. Once you keep on doing that, you keep on playing it like that. You have to know when you even play the hero mode, you have to know who's saying the right things. And you have to select that character by pressing start. And when you do that, then you will know which story you should be following. You see there be 3 different characters there. You gotta know which ones is right. It's tricky. It's very tricky indeed. It's a very tricky story in there. You have to select the right one to know which one's correct. If you don't do that, you won't never know the right story. If you play wrong, you'll play all again. Afraid so. You have to actually do that. So you can't make mistakes in this game. You have to play correctly. Shadow the Hedgehog is tops. Once you understand it, get it now. Super Mario Sunshine. This game is an absolutely stunning 3D platformer. Of course, got Mario in there. Expecting Mario game. This is the one to get there. In this game, Super Mario has a water pump. He does that. He does all sorts of things like that. Some people don't know that. Can Mario jump on the characters? Or is he just using water pump? If you jump on the right time, you can jump on the enemies. And you can kill them. Yeah, it does that. When it does that, it kills them. It does work. It's only just missing the punch kick move. That's all it's missing. And the somersault stuff. But the jump and the water pump kills the enemies in this game. Some of the background stages when he's doing that on the fence, it's epic, man. It's epic stuff. Okay. You got Super Sunshine, you got Shadow Hedgehog. You need to decide for yourself which platform is the best. Even I don't know that. Because both of these games are very good, you know. They're strong contenders. And they're on the same system. So you need to decide that for yourself, really. Which one's better? I don't know. I have no idea. So there you have it. That's Nintendo Game Gear for you. Now the final system, which I really do want to bother, but it has to be done. In the next lineup in the system is Microsoft Xbox. This system did have good graphics and gameplay, but the games aren't that exciting on it. I don't think they are. A lot of these games are just for the PC, man. We're looking for a proper games console with real, you know, games console exclusives. This system doesn't have that one. They just like PC games. I think that makes it really boring because like you're getting the same games on the PC, on the Xbox. You was doing the same thing on the very first system. This system is one of them machines that had games like Halo. Okay, Halo was a pretty good first-person shooter game with good graphics and gameplay, where you had music like dun, 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 la 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 la, yeah, stuff like that, and yeah, it's game stuff like that, and it had Project Gotham Racing, which wasn't a very good racing game in my opinion, and Dying Light 3 didn't improve from Dying Light 2. They were very disappointing games. Like Panzer Dragoon Orta didn't improve from the Saturn games. Can you see all the games were just disappointing on it? The only game that just improved was Jet Set Radio Future and Sega GT 2002. Why were there so many Sega games on this system? These are the only games that were hardly any good on it. And the other games were like Mecha Warrior, Gold Medal, another Sega game called RTG. Yeah, it's Tarzala. Hardly any of these games are exciting. RTG game was too difficult to play anyway. A lot of these games that came out again, there were sequels that didn't do anything on the Xbox. They were really disappointing. You know the games that really had of its own, they were on the PC. I would say by far Microsoft Xbox was the most disappointing games consoles from all of these lineups. It was worse. Dreamcast, PS2, GameCube were better systems than Microsoft Xbox. Now the Microsoft Xbox is already out of my competition. Now let's look at Dreamcast, PS2, GameCube. Which one goes out next? What do you think? Which one goes out first? All right. Sony PS2 had similar games from PlayStation, Dreamcast, and most majority games did not improve much. Not really. They didn't improve. If we look at racing games, right, from the Dreamcast, Daytona USA, Metropolis Street Racer, and Sega Rally 2. And if you look at Sony Playstation 2, it had games like Virtua 5, also it was already a disappointing game. Gran Turismo is only for people who like licenses. If you're not good at them, you won't enjoy it. And the other ones were just like from PC to all and all that. They had a Wiper game, but it's not a racing game. It's not got cars in there. Yeah, not very appealing, is it really? To be honest, I would say Dreamcast had better racing games and all that. Then if we look at even GameCube had better racing games anyway. Yeah, it had fighting games. Dreamcast had games like Plasma Sword, Power Stone, Soul Calibur, Virtua 3 TV. These fighting games were better than the PlayStation 2 games. And if you look at the original, the other games that it released like Capcom vs SNK 2, Terra Life 2. These were better games than PlayStation 2. Okay? And even on the Nintendo GameCube, even that had better fighting games. So I have to say, Sony PlayStation 2 is also out. It's also out. Okay? Now Xbox is gone, PlayStation 2 is gone. Okay? Now is Dreamcast and GameCube in the list. How does this competition fare now? This is gonna be a pretty tough one, isn't it? I had to think about this one, because both the systems had strong games on both sides. Okay. So what shall we start with first? Fighting. Fighting. Okay, so Dreamcast has games like Plasma Sword, Soul Calibur, Power Stone, hasn't it? So what does GameCube give us for fighting games? Better ones. Bloody Roar Primal Fury, Capcom vs SNK 2 EO. He improves on it. Okay? Capcom vs SNK Chaos. Dreamcast didn't have that. Hold on. Soul Calibur 2 Extra Stage and Link. Beast, the original Soul Calibur game. And Super Smash Bros. Melee. Ironic characters in it. I really think Nintendo GameCube just wins it in terms of fighting games. Yeah, it does. It's got more exciting fighting games than Dreamcast. Yeah. So let's go for racing games. Oh, this is a tough one, isn't it? A tough one. So what does Dreamcast have for racing games? Daytona USA, Metropolis Racer, Ferrari 2. So what does Nintendo and GameCube have for racing games? It's got few Need for Speed games, and the Dreamcast doesn't at all. They were quite good ones on it. Alright. Mario Kart Double Dash, which is a video gaming industry game. F-Zero GX. Seems to me Nintendo GameCube also wins the racing side of things as well. He actually does. He actually wins all that as well. There's more racing games on Nintendo GameCube, more modern ones. But this should do it. This just beats them in racing games as well. Apparently, Dreamcast has 2 points already. Sorry, GameCube already got 2 points over Dreamcast. But what about arcade-style shooters? Who wins that one? Let's check this one out. Chaos Field, Ikaruga, Borderdown, Trizeal, Under Defeat. So what's Nintendo GameCube have in terms of shooters? Chaos Field, Ikaruga. It's got games like that. I don't know if he had any other games like that, like what the Dreamcast have. I doubt he had, because I had a 0.2 Dreamcast. So Dreamcast wins the shooter side of things over the GameCube. Now that's 1.2 Dreamcast, 1 versus 2. Okay? Ooh, it's getting very close now. Alright? So what other genre can we talk about? Action, adventure, RPG. It doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be all put together. Shenmue II, Fantasy Star Online 1 and 2, stuff like that. So what does Nintendo GameCube have for that? I tell you right now, you know the Fantasy Star Online games, it's got more advanced ones, the most recent ones. These ones are better than the Dreamcast ones. Yeah, they're far better. There were some card ones as well. It's got much better ones. And top of that, it's got Zelda Wind Waker and Zelda Twilight Princess. Oh no. Right, looks like Nintendo GameCube has it all. Yeah, it looks like. It seems to me Nintendo GameCube has another point. 3. Now is 1 versus 3 points. Nintendo GameCube's winning, man. Oh, I think Dreamcast got a chance against this, has it? I don't think so. It seems to me, I mean, these are the main games that people actually play, don't they? So I think we should stop it from there. Yeah, I think Sega Dreamcast is out. Nintendo GameCube wins. There you have it. So Nintendo joining with Panasonic, or Panasonic manufacturing for Nintendo, was a big thing for Panasonic. When you say, well, Nintendo GameCube is the best games consoles for out of all 4 of these consoles, and it's the best games console with the best video games to date. Nintendo GameCube, complete winner. And the thing is, I just don't think Nintendo GameCube can just win the games, because the actual console was terrible. Can you see what I'm getting at here? You got Panasonic Q games console, and then top of that, you got Nintendo GameCube on top. This is a double KO. Check that out, man. Panasonic Q games console is one of the most amazing games console in world history. And from that era, Nintendo GameCube made the best games. So you got 2 in 1. Both are together in one. And Panasonic Q and Nintendo, I think, joining together did the right thing. Well done. So Panasonic Q games console is a special games console in world history. Check it out. Panasonic and Nintendo, good job. So there you have it. Panasonic Q games console is one of the best games console, and out of all this era, Nintendo GameCube games shine the most. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye from now.